How y'all doing?
Good.
Kamari, what's it just mean to you to return to UCLA this week? Conflicting emotions at all? What's going through your mind as you prepare?
Nah, I mean it's business as usual. We got another game on the schedule. Battle of LA, so it's gonna be intense. I'm just excited to get out there and play football.
When you first hear that Dan is coming across town to USC, what was your initial reaction while you're at UCLA? Was it immediately a thought, maybe I'll follow him?
Nah, really, I was just shocked that he left. That was the main thing. Just like, I mean, he had a lot of success in his first year being a defense coordinator. So the main thing was, it wasn't about like where he went. It was like, oh my God, like he just left after we just had a great year or something like that. So it wasn't really so much about where he went.
How many of these games have you attended?
USC and UCLA?
Yeah.
Honestly, until I started playing them, yeah, for sure.
How long until the thought, like, oh, maybe I could follow him, crept into your mind?
I'm not sure. I mean, once I got in the portal, that was talking to different schools and stuff like that. So, I mean, that goes into recruiting once you're in the portal and stuff. So, I'd probably say then, once I got into the portal and it was official.
It seems like you guys, in a lot of ways, have a little bit similar personalities in some sense, just in how you present yourself, how you think about the game. And how early did you kind of notice that when you first got to UCLA, and how comfortable did you make that? Did that make you feel with him as your coordinator?
Yeah, I would say probably after spring. Spring was very big for me, just learning the system. My first year I had redshirted, so I only played 4 games. That was frustrating, but obviously being from high school, playing all 4 years, started as a freshman, so then coming in having to sit behind some older guys. So it just taught me to wait my turn, just stay ready. And so just spring was big for me, so just learning the system, learning as much as possible, and then getting out there and making plays.
Do you feel like you do kind of have similar personality in some way as him?
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on that?
I'll say for sure. I mean, he has like this mad scientist thing, like a way of how he thinks of football and how he looks at the game. He's always like, he's playing chess, he's like one step ahead. So I for sure think, I try to think about the game as much as possible, think about what the offense is trying to do, how they're trying to attack us and stuff. So yeah, there's some similarities.
How much different does the offense, UCLA offense, look this year versus last year?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I was a part of it last year, but I wasn't on the offense, so I can't really tell you. So, but Chip Kelly did some good things. Bieniemy's doing some great things. They both have kind of like this. And the Bieniemy has like this NFL kind of style to the game with the big personnel. So that's kind of similar to Coach Kelly. So that's probably the main thing I'd probably say.
How did it feel to get back on the field?
I'm sorry?
How did it feel to get back on the field Saturday?
Oh, it felt good. I mean, basically, I was 3 weeks removed from the game. I missed Rutgers and Washington. So it was good to get back out there. And I had the bye week, so we didn't have a game. So it was good to get back out there, get my legs up underneath me.
Yeah, just that handful of open field tackles. When it's one-on-one with you and the offensive player. Is that something you pride yourself in as a safety?
I mean, just as a player, you got to pride yourself on that. Playing defense, you're gonna have one-on-one. You got to win your one-on-one battles. So I mean, that's just something that you got to do for your team and for yourself.
You've obviously seen Dan in both years as a college coordinator. In terms of how he's sort of evolved his scheme over the course of that year, how has this year maybe been different than that first year? Obviously, he has a little bit more experience.
It's just, I mean, it's a different team. So, I mean, you have every defense has their strengths and weaknesses. So you have to adjust to your strengths and your weaknesses as a defense. So I would say it's not too much different because your style of play is your style of play. But it's little tweaks here and there.
4-year-old, I was talking to 1-year-old high school trainers, and he said that you kind of have an ability to, like LeBron from a basketball sense, can like recount a lot of different things that happen on what's on the play. He said you can do kind of the same thing from a football sense. Do you feel like, you can do that? Like if I asked you about like third down stop against Nebraska, like you could point out like, hey, I know this guy's doing, that sort of thing. Do you feel like you have that ability?
To a certain extent. I mean, you trying to kind of put me on the spot. I ain't gonna say I'm on that level yet, but to a certain extent.
Does that just come with staying consistent in the film room and continuing to put those hours in after hours?
For sure. I mean, it's just the love for the game. Just always watching it since I was little. Just being around it. My family's a big football team, so just being around the game my whole life, just developing that love for the game, always watching it, playing Madden, playing NCAA. It's just kind of like developed, and then once you start playing, then you kind of find yourself like, okay, this is what I like to do. This is what I'm good at. You kind of find like your hidden talents with it. So yeah, I would say so. That's kind of how I look at the game.
Let's do one more.
You spent a couple years practicing against Garbers. What stands out from those, and what do you think it'll be like based on live?
I mean, it's gonna be different live. I mean, because with Coach Kelly, we didn't tackle or we didn't thud in practice. And obviously, he's a quarterback, so. But he's a tough player. He's gonna make plays. He's gonna extend plays. He can run. He's faster than you think. I do know that. So just letting everybody on defense know that don't take him for granted. Like he can run by you. He's a smart player. He's played a lot of football. So he's been around. He knows the scheme really well. So we got our work cut out for us.
Thank you, Kamari.